On first down, Dobbins, space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Give him 25 yards on the play there. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a... It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bryant. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going for it all. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? Sure, 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down now, Dobbins, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On third down, Dobbins, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Bryant, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Bryant. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson, and he'll find Galladay. That's complete. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's Jackson, forced out to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Now, that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw. Bryant. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. 22 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards that time for number 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyree Jackson, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets... past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
You don't want no problem from me. Check 23.
Hey,
Mike 7.
5.
To throw on second down. Daniels. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
60 out, Law. 58, right there. Let's go, defense.
Throwing it on 3rd and long. Daniels. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for. Why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Back to throw. Daniels. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, Dobbins about 3 yards there to the 27. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's been with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Check my 50. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, and his throw is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll run it with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll get this one to Galladay. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
15
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Herndon's got it complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Open man is Robbie Anderson. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Going deep this time for Miller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 82 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On second down now, it's Hunt. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Stepping up, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We go. 10-2 stop.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.